Good evening, everyone. Hope you had a nice weekend. Please do check our website. And for the members of the website, we have the plans that are around the planned pricing. You have live sessions Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, London or New York open. We do look for setups, possible setups, institutional setups. We update our counts, Elliot wave counts, and in the members area we have all the USD, yen pairs, pound pairs, 4-hour, weekly, daily, and we have all the recordings that we do on our live sessions, which are the following. Around here you need to go to join, and they will be found here. You have our recordings up to 3-4 months. We can add more, and for that was for July. It will go into the archives, and we're gonna start for August. Now let's go to our charts. It was a beautiful week, as we expected and explained last week. I was expecting at least one more down for the DXY. So goes for the majors. Euro up, pound up, CAD down, Swissy down. Anyways, we'll go over them all. For the upcoming week, I'm expecting a reaction around this area. So either it's gonna do a correction, expecting it to head up here, do a correction, and continue a pump, which you can measure from this leg to this leg, or it's gonna come up here, do a false breakout, and one more drop. There is still space for the drop for the Y, for the Y leg. Why I'm saying that? I'm taking this leg with this leg according to the fib measures. So if you measure this leg to the end of here, it will give you the projection where this gonna stop. So I'm gonna look for reaction in this area, either a fake out and drop, which I will trade it, or if I see momentum and I see a setup for a continuation, I will take the buy. That's been concluded. Let's go to the majors. For the C leg, I'm expecting a C leg for this leg. Same thing as the DXY. It's the opposite of the DXY. So I'm taking this leg with this leg. We should see a reaction around here. Maximum down here. Maybe a break and break the top. So collect liquidity that's down here, go up, create liquidity, collect it, and then a drop for the leg that's right here. So which leg you will be able to trade, it depends on your setup, it depends on your risk appetite. I cannot determine that. So you have to get the setup, and as I always say, analysis is something and trading is something else. So for me personally, I take 3, maximum 5 trades the whole week that have very high probability and fit my own setup. I have specific setup. You can check it out in the academy. It's called the Hallmark setup. which is my own setup. I'm trying to create, if anyone online there knows how to do Pine script, please contact me. I would give you a nice setup for you to script it out, and we can work together. So what I'm looking at is collect liquidity that's down here, come up, break the top, and then a drop. Maybe this move can take the whole week, and on next Friday we're gonna see the follow. This week we have NFP, right? Yes, indeed. Yeah, by Wednesday. Wednesday is good. So I'm expecting this before Wednesday. If it's gonna stay around here, it's gonna do the following. And if it's gonna fake, Wednesday is staying around here, we're gonna see the following: breakout, fake breakout, and drop. The XY is due for a correction, but it's not that major correction we're gonna have. The XY long term till the end of the year is heading down. So if you're a long-term trader, I suggest you look for buys on euro, look for buys on the pound, or the pairs that are opposite the XY. For this one, that's I'm back testing this theory. A friend of mine suggested it. I'll explain it in a different session. For the pound pair, what I'm looking at is, you can see I have a red dotted line heading down. This might, from where we are, head all the way down here to complete this leg that's right here. To complete this leg, then a major continuation for the uptrend, which I doubt it will happen now, but it's something that we need to consider. And what I am looking for is the following: break the top and then drop for a correction. If you look, if I extend my screen out, I still see it heading up there. There's still a strong pound for this week, so I'm looking at the following before any major correction for this, or a nice drop all the way down. We'll see, but for the time being, if we have a reaction around here, I might take it buy. CAD, I still see one. I was gonna open a trade on Friday, but I had a trade long on the oil and NCAD. I'm still holding, which I don't usually hold, but they were good setups over the weekend. For the CAD, I'm seeing the following. It's gonna come up here and create one more low. There's a lot of liquidity down here, as you can see it. So before any major correction, they will come down to collect that liquidity. That's why I say the XY has one more down before any major correction is gonna happen. So they're gonna fake it, come down, collect that liquidity into this area, and then head back up. On the 4 hour, you just gotta move these a bit. So, conclusion, we're heading down, collect the liquidity that's down here, and then a correction. Swissy. That was a nice correction right here. Was identified in the middle of the week on the live sessions. For this week, I consider this leg with this leg and one more down before heading up here. NU for the past almost 2 weeks, it was the weakest. NU, I expect a correction and a drop. Though there is a probability that this is gonna head up, but I suggest you guys look for shorts on any time frame, any setup, any short setup, take it. Worst case scenario, either it's gonna be break even or minimum loss. That's your risk management. That's how you're gonna work it out in trading. Either you have break even, minimum loss, or big win. These are the 3 steps, that the results that you should have, not a big loss. I took this setup from around here at the retest at this candle on lower time frame on NCAT. It was the same setup but on NCAT, and that's why I'm holding, because that was the liquidity that's up here. It was taken out and we're heading down. We're heading down into the consolidation area, this zone. So when that happens, I expect either a gap on the opening and continue down, or another tiny correction on lower time frame and continuation for the downtrend. So on across the board, New Zealand, look for short. Aussie is the same thing. I'm looking for this leg for shorts. If it comes back up, it's not gonna change anything. We're still gonna be looking for shorts. So I suggest you look for shorts, but keep in mind they have to collect liquidity, right? So take that into consideration in your setup, in your entering, when you want to enter into sessions. They're very important, these keys, right? Sessions, London session, New York session, 1 hour ahead, 1 hour before the open, right? So these are major moves that they collect liquidity, right? FOMO, they trigger FOMO in traders. Silver, as we indicated, $26-27. I still see on the long run, on the weekly, this might head up, but I explained it last week, right? I explained that if you go to last week's video, this leg with this leg. So let's see the reaction, what's gonna happen. Are we gonna head down, or are we doing the following? Break the top and then head back down. I'm not holding anything on gold or silver. If this setup plays out as drawn on the chart, I will trade the short, but I'm not looking for any longs. Same thing goes for gold. It is where we want it. A lot of traders are gonna be maybe shortening because they see weakness. So the only way I will short gold is it will break and hold underneath here. It does the following: go up, come back down, break this level, then I would consider a short. Above that, I'm not touching it. Oil, set it, and I repeat, heading up. It was a beautiful setup around, let me show you guys what I trade, right? If we open this one, go to trading, that's what I trade. These are the setups that I look for. We had a major completion of a move around this area. That was my entry. And we had another completion of a cipher pattern around this area, and I had my entry. So I have two positions holding. First take profit is this area. If it's gonna come down strongly from this area, I will close the first position, and if it breaks, as I keep on saying, you pay yourself. I already paid myself from the second position, and we're heading to complete this setup. This setup, first take profit is the last stop, which it will break, and we're heading all the way up to at least to the 45, if not higher. So basically that's the setups that I trade. I wait for them to play out, then I execute. There's certain criterias that I look for, some divergence, some price action, which is the engulfing, like everybody in this chat knows, and retracement of it, which they call the institutional setups. So you gotta combine different ways that the retail traders are looking at and see how the market makers are looking for liquidity, right? So you gotta look out of the box a bit. Anyways, BTC was beautiful. I'm still holding that long from right here. From this retest. 2 weeks ago, I said either we're gonna have a break, a retest, and continuation, or it's gonna do the following: come down and fly. Either or, look for buys. And that's what we did. Bought here, still holding. Now, if you remember, I said don't forget this leg that's right here. This leg is gonna scare a lot of people out, which I doubt it is this one. I doubt it is this or this one, but it's gonna be similar to this one. How many stops were collected here? How many people closed their longs at this major drop? How many people are looking for a retracement and a drop? So the whole doubting, the whole setups are formed with that one single move, which is this one, and that was profit taking. for what I'm looking for is the same setup, same thing happened on XRP, and I took a long. I took a long around this area on the 15-minute chart. I saw my setup and I took the long. So what we're expecting, if anybody trades this one, I expect this leg to happen all the way up here, right? First time they scared everybody out, they're gonna continue going up, then drop. You know how to measure this one. If you don't, hit me up in the chat. And then continuation to the uptrend. I see BTC minimum $15 to $17. So if you want to join, try to find a broker, because there's major moves that are gonna happen across the board of crypto. As long as you're trying to trade, right? So why not? If it's tradable at your broker. Indices has been saying, look for longs. No matter what's going on, look for longs. We're gonna see the high again. Did we reach the high? We did not reach the high. No matter what is the move, no matter what happened, no matter what the other traders are doing, before we reach up, no major drop. So anytime it drops, buy it. Anytime it gives you a buy setup, take it. We're heading up on all the indices. Yen pairs, if the indices are heading up, the yen pairs will follow. I was, as I explained last week, if you measure this leg, there is at least one more drop till the 104 area, and that's what happened this week. We had the drop. Now there's a way to measure. You see why I identified this drop. Now this might be, there's two scenarios here, right? There's this leg with this leg. There's a way to measure it and see where this is gonna stop. And there's invalidation area, which is not too far away from here. If this is gonna break, do a correction, we're heading up, which I see. I'm not trading this one because there's two high probability setups, so opposite each other, so I stay away. But I would like to give my opinion. I still see it heading one more down. Retest the low. If not, break it. I know it's a very strong move. If you measure it, it's right where you want it to head up. But this can easily be the following. And then we're gonna have one more down. Let it invalidate this move. If you want to trade it, hit me up. I can give more analysis or on the YouTube, comment where we'll communicate through the YouTube comment, and I will give more analysis on this pair if you guys want to trade it or somebody wants to trade it. For the pound, it was a beautiful run. Said it on last week, don't miss this long. Now it is where we want it, the famous red circle. What's gonna happen? Is it gonna drop, or is it gonna continue heading up? That's the question. Do you enter, or you wait for the reaction? That's where your discipline gonna come in play, and these are two major stuff, right? React and discipline. So let's see, are they gonna fake it and then drop? Same thing like GU, same thing like all correlating pairs, which is GCAD, GU, GM, everything. Correlation. They always follow each other. One is faster than the other, but they always follow. You can't see pound yen heading up and pound Aussie heading up and pound USD heading down. Like it doesn't work. They have to follow. So let's watch this area. Are they gonna trap or are they gonna break? Are you wanna scalp the liquidity or you want the major move? Let's see how it's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure by midweek we can see where it's going. If they're gonna trap, you will see them consolidating in this area. You will see them basically consolidating. When they do that, they're gonna break up. And guys, if you want me to check anything, any charts, communicate on YouTube, comment, and if you want me now to check any chart, please say it on in the comment, or you can speak on mute and speak. And thank you for attending. And don't forget to visit our website.
Just want to say thank you on behalf of everybody. Say thank you. So that's all.
Sir. You're welcome. You're welcome, man. Thank you.
We appreciate you. We appreciate education. We appreciate you.
You're more than welcome. Hopefully, it's helping you in your decision and opening your.
Look forward to it. Yes, sir. I will definitely be more in communication and contact. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care, man. For the rest, take care and trade safe and have a beautiful week.